All right, welcome back to T.K.O.T, where we talk knowledge over tea. All right, what is a quality man? What is a man? Can we define what a man is, just so we understand that what a man is? A
grown adult male, human.
Yeah, human, biological male.
Period. Biological.
Yeah, we gotta define that nowadays because you never know. We're talking about men here, and some male wants to say, "Hey, I'm a man too." It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
you're not a man.
Yeah, listen, we are not afraid to talk about that topic specifically. At least that topic.
Not afraid to talk about anything.
No, nothing.
Okay, nothing.
Okay,
but you wanna try to hold my money? What money? You don't pay me.
Yeah,
you don't pay me.
All our energy.
Okay, you don't pay me, sucker.
All inclusive.
Okay, so what is a man? Biologically born male.
Yes.
Okay, he's got all the appendages necessary to reproduce.
That's right.
Seeds pop out of him. Okay?
That's right. Not just the appendage, but the appendage to produce.
Okay, the appendage to produce.
And can produce.
Okay.
And even if you can't produce, because some men can't produce, that's fine.
That's true.
But we're talking about biologically.
Biologically,
that if you were to dig up those bones, if I were to kill you now, and I were to cut up your rib cage and look and see, or your pelvic area, and I could tell by your bones what you were, that is what you were and are. I don't want to hear anything else. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear anything else.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
You'll see it differently in all the bones.
That's the way it is. Now, if you want to be a transformer, then we'll call you that.
Yeah, I'll call you whatever you want me to call you.
I'll call you a transformer, but I will not call you what I am. You're not me.
No. If you're not biologically,
you are a transitioner. I think there should be a whole other section of, let's say, for example, if I want to fill out a piece of paper, male, female,
Autobot,
transformer, and we don't like it when you're in disguise.
No, we don't. Nah. Yo, you hear about some of those stories where they be like not telling people and stuff?
Let me ask you this:
not letting people know that they're like a biologically a man,
crazy.
And
That's
they're
crazy.
prancing around as a woman.
That's crazy. Let me ask you a question.
That's crazy.
I want to ask our viewers a question.
God damn.
Here's your realistic question, and I know some freaks of you out there was going to say the opposite, but I know the real ones who are being honest with themselves are going to be absolutely truthful. You go on a date, you meet somebody nice, wow, fantastic, okay. pretty, woo. You're digging this person. You guys go home, spend the night together. Fantastic. You do it again. And again and again and again.
Yeah, you caught feelings.
And again and again and again. You find out by somehow, some way through the grapevine that person is not actually a woman, but a transitioned into a man. Let me ask you this.
Oh my God.
Not only how would you feel, what would you realistically do? Exactly. They're not required to even tell you. They're not even required to even tell you if they're transitioned.
That should be a law, man.
That should be a law. That should be just as important as if you had AIDS or HIV, and you didn't tell me that you had HIV or AIDS, which is a crime, by the way. But it should be a crime. But I can guarantee you that will never be a crime.
That should be a law, man.
That should be a law.
Yeah, that's a different kind of man.
That's a different kind of thing.
That's a different kind of man. Wants to do that. And
Exactly.
Some trickery shit.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah, man.
Like, you could do whatever you want, but why are you out here lying to people and tricking people?
I'm sure everybody, if you're watching this, you have access to the internet. You can find these stories on any social media. They're out there. I'm not making this off the tip of my dreads. This is not happening. I can tell you right now, this has happened where men have been, or women have been lied to because of these transformers.
Yeah.
Listen, do you know this type of behavior was always around? It's just it's just that technology made it capable for the freaks to come out.
The freaks come out at night.
And I don't care about me be sad. To me, that's freaky. If you're gonna call Michael Jackson a freak for cutting his nose up for you,
freaky deaky,
right?
Give me a second, hold the forward. Go ahead.
If you're gonna call Michael Jackson a freak for cutting his nose up, I'm gonna call a transgender a freak.
No, seriously.
That guy only cut his nose.
Michael Jackson only cut his nose.
I'm sorry, he only cut his nose, and he did it for you. And he did it for you. He really did it for his audience. Okay, because I know a lot of people right now who've got vitiligo. You can type this on your social media, vitiligo, what that is, and they look beautiful. I see some beautiful women with that. It almost looks like it looks like cow skin. Yeah, it looks like cow skin. You know, like the black and the white. It looks like cow skin. That's what vitiligo looks like. It's actually beautiful. But Michael Jackson bleached himself and cut him for you. So if he's a freak, transgenders are freaks. Take off the costume. If you want to wear the costume, go ahead. Stop fucking with my kids. Stop fucking with our kids. Excuse my language to all our viewers out there. But sometimes you got to tell it like it is. Because guess what? Me, I believe in what? Nuclear home. Me, I believe in male and female. Why? Because I love women. I like women. Why would I advocate for anything like that? Why would I advocate for 2 men and 2 women or someone transgender? Why would I advocate for that?
Nah, I'm for growing our population.
I'm for growing the population.
Yeah. Which has actually been going down.
We've been declining.
We ain't reproducing.
We're not reproducing.
We're out here having fun,
right?
Dabbling in this water, dabbling in that water. What do they call polyamorous relationships?
Yeah, man. 100 different genders. There's even I think it's called the galactical gender, where you have an affinity with the stars.
Oh, you're attracted to stars. Probably dating the stars, huh?
Get help.
For real, that sounds like a mental.
Get help. So you're trying to tell me? So that means that if I
sick.
So this is the crazy part about it. It's a social construct. Okay.
I've heard that one before. They be saying
So
that
you want to know
how men do construction and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a social construct, and how women be doing like more nurturing jobs. It's a social construct. It's like no. How many people want to go in that are women? Even some men don't want to do some of these hard tasks, but it's not a social construct that we do that. We just were willing to do the harder shit because it's a biological.
You know why
thing.
this is stupid to all people who are black? Because for 400 years we wished we weren't black. We wished we didn't have to suffer for the pigment of our skin. But who would have thought in the 2023 that all I had to do was say I don't feel like this anymore and I feel like this and you must accept me? Because guess what? You know how many black people out there, even if they didn't want to, say, you know what, I'm not black. It's just a skin distortion.
You know what this shit is? It's not a struggle.
See what I'm saying?
It's not a struggle. Like, you really, like, this is the big deal for you?
It's crazy, man.
What about all the other stuff?
Other stuff
the
that matters.
The taxes, the cost of food, the cost of a mortgage.
But you're wondering about what
the interest rates.
Yeah.
Come on.
But the big discussion is, are you a boy or a girl?
Yo, you guys are focusing on the wrong thing.
Focusing on the wrong thing. Meanwhile, in the government,
has
their hands in your claws inside your pocket.
It's a distraction.
Highly taxing you.
That's why
you look confused.
What does that even get you? What is identifying as a fucking jet or a plane or a cat or some kind of Smurf get you? Nothing.
I'll tell you what it does.
It does nothing for you.
No, I'll tell you what.
There's so much more to life that actually like requires you to actually keep your head straight and to do the things you need to do.
Yeah.
And you're out here focusing on, I'm not sure what I identify as. What?
Yeah. Do you want to know something? If I were another country looking at the Western society right now, you know what I think? We look hella weak right now.
Oh, yeah.
We look so confused that they can't wait to invade our countries.
They're laughing at us.
And invade our homes. And guess what? They already have. TikTok has invaded your home.
Yeah.
TikTok is owned by the Chinese. Yeah. They know your exact location. They know all the stupid effing videos you post. Yeah. They know they know about your gender dysphoria. Yeah. They know that you can't get along with other members of society. They know that the men and women are divided. Yep. You look really weak, and I can guarantee you within the next 5 to 10, maybe 15 years max, we will be at war. Again, why? Because we're super weak, but yet we have all the money.
We can't fight.
We have everything.
No, we can't fight. No.
We have everything.
What war? They took all the guns from everybody here.
No, not necessarily here.
What kind of war?
Not necessarily us, but because we have allies, and we're playing this whole. We're going along with this whole narrative.
America's in the same direction.
Did you
Our
know?
Allies are going the same direction.
Yeah. Did you know that the States is going to African countries, and telling them about their policies with transgender and homosexuality? What does anyways? That's a whole other topic, but I don't understand why this push for it. I understand why the push for it. But what I'm saying to you is understand how weak you look. If I was your enemy, which I'm not, I am somebody who's telling you the truth, so clearly we're not your enemies. But if I was your enemy, and I was not living here as a citizen, I was in another country, and I was watching through my big scope like this, and I was wondering, let me see how they live and how they are they together as united. We're not. We're divided. We barely know our penises from our ass, no pun intended. And look at the outcome. 2023. Completely lost. No other countries have these types of things implemented into their schools. The United States is rampant. It's a powder keg. I'm sorry to say, but if you live there in 2023, the United States, that's a tough place right now to be. I know you love your country. We love your country too. Everybody loves their country. Everybody loves where they're living.
I think it's a tough place to be if you're confused.
Yeah, it's a tough place to be if you're confused. Very much so, man.
Yeah, if you're confused and don't know what you're doing and can't figure out who you are, it's like, it's definitely a tough place to be.
But also too, I think it's a tough. They're constantly bombarded, man. They're like, the States has got so much ungodly things there, and I'm not gonna go on a whole big godly rant, but I tell you what ungodly behavior is really all about. When you run your money, when you run your country when you run your whole life on just money and the power of that and what that brings, and at any cost, where your leaders will kill for it. The average person is doomed. You know, your 5-year-olds and up are doomed. You know, they target these children from 5, 6, 7, 8 years old and up, man.
That's how you change the future.
That's how you change the future. It's not by changing
you attack the children so you can change the future.
It's not by changing the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds.
Yeah, because especially if you go for 30s and up, we're already kind of set in our ways.
Yeah, in our ways, right?
20-year-olds, they're not paying attention because they're too busy enjoying their life.
Yeah.
But you catch the children, what are they doing? They're absorbing.
Yeah.
Children absorb.
That's
so
right.
whatever you teach them, they're going to absorb.
That's right. And this is why you have those drag reading days where the drag person will come and read to kids. And talk about giving the kids fellatio and which positions they like better. Listen, in grade 5 or 6 or 5-year-old, 6-year-olds do not need to know about anything adults do in the bedroom.
Yeah, nah.
Sorry to say so.
Children don't.
And this isn't me saying this. These are things that are actually happening in your children's schools.
Yeah.
So, thank T.K.O.T. Thank Princess Smooth for bringing you the truth. For bringing you what others won't bring you. For bringing you knowledge. Because we all need it. We all need help.
Yeah. You got to seek knowledge from the cradle to your grave, man.
You got to, man.
Got to keep that mind full.
I can only imagine what life's going to be like. And I know, you can project in your head, I know what the last 15 years were like. Maybe the next 50 years will be like this. No. It's literally nothing like what you're going to expect. At all. At all.
That's why you got to teach yourself to think on your toes.
Be versatile.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the other characteristics that we talked about.
Yeah.
Being versatile.
Yeah, you got to be able to think on your toes because it's getting crazy out here.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been crazy.
That's right.
Yeah. Also, you probably have an escape plan, actually.
Yeah, that's right. You got to have an escape plan.
Yeah, you got to have an escape plan.
I think there's a movie that has my escape plan, too.
Yeah, you got to have an escape plan.
Arnold
when things really hit the fan, because it will.
Yeah, it will.
How are you going to get out?
It will.
Or you're just going to fall with everything else?
I will. Our society needs to look strong.
It doesn't.
And a quality man, back to what we were talking about, making a quality man. Quality men got to be strong. They got to be willing to stand up and do things that are uncomfortable. Things that they don't want to do because nobody else wants to do it. You got forget what people are going to say, just do it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
You got to, I've seen some of the bravest people stand up to this narrative that's being pushed. They've lost their jobs. They've lost their livelihood, but they did so and they didn't waver. They didn't waver. They weren't afraid to say no. They weren't afraid to not let these emotional terrorists enter into their lives or their children's lives, and they said no. They stood up.
Yeah, got too much to focus on.
Got too much to focus on.
You can't let that kind of stuff bombard your mind when you got other things to focus on, trying to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
telling you, man. What is a quality man? All those things we just discussed.
Yeah.
You have to persevere. You have to aim to be great. You have to try, man.
Yeah.
Can't sit around and expect it to come.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing ever falls in anybody's lap.
A quality man is built, man.
Yeah.
He's not created.
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
It takes time. It takes loss.
Yeah.
It takes winning. You have to win a little bit. You got a little taste of winning.
Yeah.
And you got to get hungry for that. Oh, this feels nice.
Yeah.
I like when I succeed.
Yeah. That's right.
I like when I set out a goal and I get it.
Yeah.
And I set another one and I get that one too.
That's right.
Yeah,
this is why being consistent is important with your goals. But the whole point of what we're trying to say right now is as young men, let's not be distracted by some of the things that we see. And I know a lot. I know really maybe there's a lot of different information out there that it's kind of gonna, describe it and tell you, okay, you got to be like this. And if you're, maybe you feel like, okay, well, I'm this type of man, or that, okay, or I'm from this nationality, or I'm from this culture, and that a man is a man, guys.
Yeah, no, the cultural doesn't matter.
Period,
for anything.
man. You're still gonna have the same wants, desires, pressures, all these things. So the pressures that we're telling you about is pressures that we go through. Yeah. Pressures that we feel. Not as much because
is a big one.
Yeah, and not as much because younger people have a lot more to deal with, and
they have a lot of distractions.
And the distractions are not healthy. And the distractions are not they're not healthy distractions in the sense that
they spend too much time on that social media.
Yeah, and not good social media.
Man, no, they gotta really. I think just limiting it in general, though, social media is just like, it's not it. Like, they lose too much time on that. Yeah. And it's such a distraction just watching other people just do things. Yeah. Like, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, that's right. And a quality man creates things. He's a creator. Yeah. That's the biggest part, too, about a quality man.
Yeah, go do something with your hands.
His ability to create. Get a hobby. Find a hobby. Yeah. Whatever it is. Find a hobby. Something that you like to do that's outside the world, that pulls you aside of everything else that you're doing in your life.
Yeah, and get good at that.
A place to escape to,
as opposed to just going on social media. I want to go kill some time. Let me go scroll on.
Yeah, and the reason why the hobby is good for men is because it builds qualities. Because to have a hobby means you always got to do it. That's why I call it a hobby. You get consistent with the hobby. You continuously do it. You'll get better at it. But what it'll do, it gives you focus. It makes you attentive. It makes you responsible to yourself to actually continue to do that hobby. So these types of things, when we say quality, what brings a quality man, we're trying to say is a man who has many qualities. Things that are actually are good in helping his brain grow.
Yeah, it's like conducive to a man's success. Things that you should have available at your fingertips that will help you become a better man or make you a better man. Being handy, being reliable, being able to be a provider, someone you could be able to confide in, someone could come to you and be like, I don't know how to handle this. Oh, don't worry. I've lived a life. I can help you out.
Yeah. Also, too, with facing challenges that you may have in life, that's really important.
Yeah.
Because life is going to throw a ton of challenges at you, a ton of them, relationship-wise, in the home, your family, at work. Challenges are going to be all around you. Well, how are you going to deal with that? You got to have your own personal time to deflate from that.
Yeah. If you run away from these things too, you'll never improve.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So if you every time something hard comes and you turn your back on it and just run away from it, you'll never improve.
No, always face it.
Yeah, you always have to face it.
Always face it.
You can never turn it, show your back to it. Never. Just like you can't turn your back on an enemy. You can't turn your back.
That's right.
On a hard situation.
That's right. And what's a hard situation? Failure, doubt, fear. Those are your enemies. Yeah. Those three things are there's more, but those are the three things that really crush people.
Yeah, loss too.
And loss too.
Losing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because you may doubt the success.
Yep.
Little did you know
rejection.
Little did you know that a recipe for success is failure.
Yeah.
Literally, like if someone says, "Hey, can you bake me a cake of success?" Yeah, give me a little sprinkle of failure. Yeah. Pass me a little fear. Yeah. A little bit more doubt. Yeah. Excellent. You put them all in the pot. Boom, there's your cake of success. Yeah. Why? Because within that, the person was consistent. They kept trying. They failed. They know what to do to better the next time. That's where the term "fail better next time" comes from. Anyways, guys, as always, here at T.K.O.T, thanks for tuning into our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for our videos, notification as well. Any questions and comments below. We are out.
Deuce.